Invasive grass is growing out of control on Staten Island, and tonight the borough president is blaming the large deer population. CBS 2's Nick Caloway has this.
The health of Staten Island forests like this one could be in danger thanks to the pesky Japanese stiltgrass. Here at Clay Pit Ponds, the Japanese stiltgrass that I'm standing in has completely taken over much of the forest floor, replacing the natural vegetation that's supposed to be here. Borough President Jimmy Otto says the booming deer population on Staten Island is to blame. As deer graze on natural vegetation, the Japanese stiltgrass replaces it. But the deer don't like to eat the stiltgrass, so it grows out of control. As the invasive species thrives, native plants die.
This is a problem that will have an impact not for a year or 10 years. You will wipe out plant species and you will wipe out ecosystems.
Deputy Borough President Ed Burke says the balance of nature on Staten Island is out of whack and the deer population is driving the problem.
There should be so many deer and the forest thrives. But once it's out of balance and there's too many deer, then everything goes out of balance.
Burke says a healthy deer population should be less than 15 per square mile. Staten Island could have more than 42 deer per square mile. Otto is calling for the state and city of New York to do more to protect forests from deer, with everything from fencing to protect native plants to a more controversial idea of a cull.
There probably would be a bow cull.
In the meantime, the city and state are managing the impact that invasive species like Japanese stiltgrass have on forests. A New York City Parks forestry expert told us in the battle between native and invasive species, the invasive plants are beating out the native ones, and the problem is worsening. On Staten Island, Nick Caloway, CBS 2 News.
And the borough president is hosting a public forum on Tuesday, November 19th. Experts will talk about the ecological impacts of invasive plant species and the deer population.